Football is back. The Betway Premiership returns, and CAF Champions League and CAF competitions are about to return after the conclusion of the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, with Senegal winning it. We are back to local football. We are back, to attending stadiums, going to the games, to watch our local teams, to watch our favorite teams, which should be very, very interesting going into the second round. You have Orlando Pirates sitting on top of the Betway Premiership. You have Mamelodi Sundowns following them right behind. In the opening games, you have Orbit College playing Mamelodi Sundowns in the first game after the break, which will be a very, very interesting game. And there's a lot that's been happening in this January window. We saw players leaving, we saw players coming in. Mamelodi Sundowns recruits had strengthened their team, brought in a striker from Colombia, brought in Umuna Pulisaleng from Orlando Pirates, brought in a defender, Kulumane Ndamane, so strengthened their defensive force. But they've also let go of a player Fernando Musa Libusa, the experienced centre back joining Stellenbosch FC. We also see the local leaders in Orlando Pirates strengthening their forces also. They've let go of Mpugas to Chicago FC, Chicago Fire football club in the MLS. They've brought in Pocha Wazana from Malumo Gallants as his replacement. We see Setame also joining them, after a good AFCON run, with Zimbabwe. You're looking at Andre de Jong coming in to join in the attack of Orlando Pirates, strengthening that attack, bringing the experience from Stellenbosch side, which is something that might hurt Stellenbosch. But they've also recruited in that attacking department, defensive department also. They've brought in players. You see Kodisang going on loan to Stellenbosch. You see Mawasa going on loan to Stellenbosch. Musa Libusa joining them. I think we saw there were players that they signed earlier on within the opening window. The open of the window, sorry. So it's gonna be very interesting with the Orbits, Mamelodi Sundowns. If I was to predict that game, I'm looking at a win from inside the Mamelodi Sundowns. I think they're gonna go in aggressive. Not sure the coach might play, because it seems like a lot of players are back and fit, to fixture for Mamelodi Sundowns. With the two signings, also they are back and fit. They've been match ready. They've been performing well within the season. The striker was banging in goals in Colombia. Kulumani Ndamane held, the TS Galaxy defense in a solid way. We saw the youngster also with Bafana at AFCON, even though it did not feature, but it tells that it's in the eyes of a Hugo Bruce. It tells the quality of the player, Kulumani Ndamane. So in terms of how they approach this game, it will be very, very interesting. Sadly, Mamelodi Sundowns, but let's see. Orbit College also losing Saleng, who was one of their key players coming to Mamelodi Sundowns. It will be very, very interesting how they adapt. One would say they were playing better without Saleng. One would say they look better with the Saleng. Saleng has the numbers to back up some of his performances for Orbit College. So it will be very, very interesting how they approach that game. Looking at the Kaizer Chiefs playing Golden Arrows, another interesting fixture. Kaizer Chiefs are currently, I think they have 6 wins, 6 draws, 1 loss in the Betway Premiership. They've been solid in defense, Kaizer Chiefs, but they sort of lack the attacking element to sort of back up some of their defensive performances to guide them, to a league title chase, which would be very, very interesting. They are going up against one of the best attacking sides in the league. I think Golden Arrows has scored the most goals alongside the Mamelodi Sundowns in the Betway Premiership. But they've also leaked goals. They have a poor defensive record. They've scored as many as they've conceded. They have a poor defensive record in the Golden Arrows. So it will be very interesting to see how they approach this game. It will be very, very interesting to see who will win that fixture between the two teams. You also have this Kogune United, who have been solid this season. They've accumulated a high number of points, currently sitting third in the Betway Premiership. You have the third or fourth, I'm not sure. Stand to be corrected there. You have them playing Stellenbosch, who have struggled in the Betway Premiership. They've struggled to accumulate points. They're sitting, at the bottom of the Betway Premiership alongside other teams there. But they've looked solid in terms of in their CAF Confederations run. They've brought in a new coach, Gavin Hunt, which would be very, very interesting to see. How does Coach Gavin Hunt turn things around? They've looked at a high number of experienced players. They've brought in players to help the team. Abo Mabas are coming in. Do we see them fixture in the game, or do we see the coaches that have been in camp with the coach Gavin Hunt starting the game, continuing the project to save the Stellenbosch side from a relegation? It will be very, very interesting in that side. I think Orlando Pirates will go on to play later on in the weekend. I think they're playing as Kogune United. Stands to be corrected there, but yeah, I think the Scorpion United also interesting game to see how the Log League does. We've seen them winning high number of trophies. They've won the MTN8, they won the Carling Cup, they won the Carling Knockout Cup. 3 trophies in one season so far. Even though one might not count the Carling Cup, but yeah, they've won 2 official trophies, if I can put it like that, and they've looked like a threat. So one of the best attacking sides that we have in the league so far this season. So let's see how everyone approaches this game or approaches the second half of the season. So please like, share, comment.